Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say a few words today. First, I want to wish a happy birthday to all the Capricorn, for we are moving into this period of Capricorn. For it is there is a great deal of change that will be happening within the next few months, for both internally and externally, for the whole world. At the end of February, there will be great things that will be most likely, that are very in the probability field, in the quantum field. There's a great deal of probability for disclosure, revelations, and for those who are ready, who have prepared for that, it will be a moment of joy and happiness. For those who have not been prepared, or have pushed this possibility aside from their consciousness, who may be shaken up deep down on the core, and so we'll have to stabilize, help them to stabilize. On Tuesday, the 16th of January, we're going to have the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Pluto, Venus and Saturn in Capricorn. So it will be a very, very powerful gathering of energy. For Capricorn, it's about structure, it's about society, it's about material achievement, it's about being. It will be asking what are our ambition, what are our goals, what do we are here to achieve, and for that we have to climb like a goat a mountain of light, and so. It is an important time, and so we'll be also addressing the fact that Mars and Jupiter in Scorpio will have to let go of control. For we know what we want, and sometimes we think we know how to get it, but sometimes it is we have to move with trust and let go on many illusionary control, so that we can be more empowered and have more control over ourselves. Mars is also going to be asking about what we truly desire, and so there'll be a great deal of things that will be coming from the depths. Lilith is moving into Capricorn, so for me it is a return, for I have Lilith in Capricorn in my natal chart. So as far as that is concerned, all those planets in Capricorn will mean we're going to have to get down to the business aspect of things. For Capricorn, it's status, it's organization, it's grounded action. And we have to let go of all this illusion of control, move from the understanding of the love of power to the power of love. For many millennia, many people have discussed and entertained all the means by which we can gain control over all others. This kind of this power of control, but in essence, within the one that is all, there is no need for control, for all is within divine order, and as we can trust that, we are able to move into greater fulfillment than if we had to fight for every bit of success that we get. So it is better to trust the universe, to work with the universal flow, than trying to do that alone, to go on your own steam, so to speak. So you can always call on your spirit guides, call on the creator, call on and so it is important to attune our heart, also to learn to attune our heart. For our heart is a pulse, and it keeps on pulsing. It's like this heartbeat. Yeah, heartbeat beats, and sometimes it beats, it's very excited, and sometimes it's quiet. For we want to calm it down to a point where it can actually align itself with the pulse of the earth. For the earth has a heart; she's beating heartbeats, and when we align those forces and we align our solar frequency as well with the pulse of the sun and the pulse of the galaxy and the pulse of the universe, we are becoming integrated and aligned. Of course, I haven't completed my alignments. There are still parts of me that I'm working on, but I do know those things are real and true. I also wanted to say that the planets, for those who can understand, accept that beliefs, is that they all attach. There is a consciousness attached to those planets, like our consciousness is attached to our physical body. Those higher consciousness are attached to those celestial bodies, and so is the understanding. But they are not necessarily limited to that. But it is a mean by which those consciousness are able to influence the physical world and participate in the physical evolution of the universe, although they have ascended it to a much higher level. And so the understanding also is that the planet may have a general aspect, like we say, well, Saturn is karma, Jupiter is the all-expansive miracle. But understand those consciousness are free will, and so it is not because you say, well, this person is blonde, this person is has brown hair, and so every time I'm going to think of that person, you say, well, that's a blonde conversation or brown hair conversation. No, it's like the planet will be able to communicate all kinds of things way beyond what is known, and so it is important to when you call on them or if you receive anything, know that those planets will help you with your self-empowerment, but be open to whatever they may communicate to you. Sometimes it is on a super conscious level. They communicate things that are beyond our ability to hear, but energies are being received all the time. Right now I have a planet called Davida that's been contacting me very much. It's a fast-moving planet. I will be learning more about it later, I'm sure. Another thing I thought I would mention is that the Arcturian were recommended. We are often making a to-do list. I don't know if you're making those to-do lists, and we make a list of things we need to do. For that, we often have to do that in order to move forward with the Earth's path, but is to make a feeling list, a list of feelings. What do you want to feel today? So you can write joy, compassion, freedom, happiness, and once you realize that you do not need to do anything to attain those state of feeling, then you can let go and achieve that feeling. And then, of course, we go back to if we cannot sustain that ecstatic feeling or sense of joy or freedom or whatever, we know we can always return to it whenever we chance to think about it. And so because ascension is not about doing, it's about being. It's about allowing our frequency to rise, and as we do that, we become more integrated. So I'm going to pull a few cards for the day. The card is the same thing, that 78 cards. I just mix them and I get the same one that I had for the reading in French, and I think it's even the same one that I had with the same deck for the last reading I did. It is the Emperor. The Emperor that wants to move forward. The Emperor is the force of creation. It is the eagle here. It is the ram. It is Alexander the Great. It talks about rewards, but it talks about being empowered to do whatever you want, to feel freedom and empowerment. And so this is really what is going on. On the invisible world, we have, will be coming soon. It's still invisible, but it will be coming soon. It is the commencement. It is a new beginning, something totally new that is coming. What is visible, we had an invisible in the French reading, but here it is visible. It is the sensor. It is the ability to sense, to feel what's going on beyond the scene, to be empath, to be telepath, to receive, to be attuned to all that which life, maybe not all, but to much more, more sensitive, to increase our sensitivity and understanding of those higher function of the human body, and reconnect by the same process, reconnect new parts of our brains that have been dormant for many ages as long. What we're working on, it's funny, we got exactly the same card as the one I had in French, so there must be a similarity in what needs to be expressed. It is this beautiful card of negativity. For negativity, is like when we live in society and we become lucid, we see countless things that are completely perverse, that are completely accepted. They've created laws to make it okay, but it's against the cosmic law, and then there are many things that because of the cause that are deficient causes, that will create discomfort and problems and all kinds of things. So the thing is not to be attached to this negativity, to allow yourself to be patient, to be accepting that there are many things, and things need to be addressed only when it is the time to address them. But in many sense, many of those things are not really, it's kind of none of your business, none of our business. Yet at some point we will need to clear up the program, for there is a slow progress, but every day we're making slow progress. But in many senses, do not keep your focus on anything that is negative. As you do that, we start working on love, ecstasy. For bliss is really what we're looking for when we bring joy and happiness and lucidity. All those things come into the light and are being transformed, and negativity no longer can exist. For darkness cannot resist light. Light, no matter how dark it can be, if you bring in the light, it will be light. So, and you are light. Nature is light. So shine your light. Just know that do not let yourself be too distracted by all of those things of the world, which many works. There's very dark things that will come up in the next few months. It's going to be great deal of disclosure, revelation. For those who are ready, it will be an easy path. For those who are not, it will be much more difficult. And the outcome to that is the rejoicer, is the woman of cup, for it is about the ability to sense and feel joy all the time. And when we do not feel joy, we can always return to it. And so it is a very powerful time. I hope you will enjoy this final months of resting before February. Like toward mid-end February, there will be a great deal of new energies that will be coming down. For now, it is all about the ability to enjoy, to relax, to attune to light, to attune to love, and to go through that process, integrating, accepting, deprogramming the old ways. It's not even deprogramming; it's just creating new program over the old, so that so the old become forgotten. You know, we forget as we forget the old cycle, we are able to move into a new cycle. And I think this moon in Capricorn, this transit of Capricorn, will be a potent one to do that. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.